interview with Dan of National Product on September 26th at 12:30. And my first question would be, please introduce yourself and what you do in National Product, and when and how long has the band been together?
Yeah, my name is Danny. I sing in the band National Product. And technically, we all grew up together in Hawaii, or for the most part, we all grew up in Hawaii, playing music and stuff. And then we went off to college and, did our own things, and came back in '04. We moved out to California and started touring, and we ended up getting signed and releasing a record, so.
Cool. What were the band's reactions when your keyboardist Dan Mills left the band? Why did he make this choice?
Dan came in after the record. He wasn't a part of the songwriting, or he didn't even perform on the record. We played all the parts and stuff that was done on the record. So Dan has always been like a friend of the guys in the band, and we wanted to try out having a synth player, piano player live, and then we kind of all were like, he wanted to be a graphic designer, and we felt like we didn't need an extra guy, so it just kind of went its own natural route, and there's no animosity or anything, so he got to be home and, lead a normal life with his girlfriend and be a graphic designer while we got to play music and do our thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to be seeing, are we going to be seeing a new album anytime soon?
I think so. We've been talking about it. When we recorded Luna, we had enough music for 2 albums, and we have an EP that's already done that was recorded before Luna, but we weren't releasing it because we wanted, the signed product from the record label to be the thing that got out there first. So now there's talk of us possibly re-releasing Luna with new artwork, DVD, new songs, and adding an EP onto that from the older stuff, and then, going in and recording an actual full length so that kids have something to listen to.
Cool. I look forward to that. So do the fans.
Awesome.
What's this tour been going with 1997? How's it been going?
It's been great. Of course, we've been going up against a lot of, larger acts every night, whether it was, Trapped, or whether we're going up against Finch and Scary Kids. So, from that aspect, we've been battling, getting, kids to come to our show instead. But for the most part, we've had a couple of sellouts on the tour. We had Bakersfield, Orlando, Poughkeepsie, New York, and tonight we're going to be playing Los Angeles, tomorrow Orange County, and those should be jam-packed full of kids. So for the most part, it's been really good, and 1997 are a bunch of awesome people, so that's cool.
All right. Is there any story or concept behind your CD title and overall CD, Luna?
Yeah, the whole concept behind Luna was basically the story of the record is, essentially the story of our lives, but it has a much deeper rooted meaning, and that's, how the moon goes through its phases of going from, a sliver of light to a full beaming moon, and kind of that's how we go through our lives, where we have moments where, we're at the highest point of our lives where we're beaming bright and we're, on top of the world, and then, we have our moments when we're just like a sliver of hope almost, and that's kind of the theme behind Luna, just the phases that we all go through on a constant daily basis, battling, whether it's drug addictions, battling death, whether it's battling just our own personal lives, and, who we are and why we're here, so that's kind of what Luna's about.
Who did the artwork on the new CD, and how much input did you have on it?
Dan Niles did the actual artwork, but the concept was all the band. So National Product is responsible for the entire concept of the record, and the actual physical creation of the artwork was done by Dan Niles.
All right. What are the future plans for National Product?
Right now, we've just got back from being on the road for 8 months straight, so we've been everywhere from Japan to Alaska, Mexico, Hawaii, the U.S., so we're finally home, and it's the first time in 8 months that we've been able to sleep in our own much needed break and kind of just regain a sense of, living at home and enjoying our dogs and our friends and all that. And then we're going to get back into looking at putting out some more music for you guys.
All right. What do you think of this year's presidential election? Do you like any of the candidates?
Yeah, I definitely would love to see Obama win. That's my feeling on that.
All right. Have you guys ever done a mosh pit at any of your gigs, or is your music not meant for those type of things?
No, we've actually had a lot of people. It just depends on the environment, where we're playing, but our music caters to every type of environment, from moshing to just standing there and rocking out. So, yeah, we've had it all.
All right. Do you think we might see some moshing at the Mini Factory tonight, or who knows?
I hope so. You never know. I know you'll definitely see a chain reaction for sure.
Cool. Let's see. What is the music scene like from where you're from?
In Hawaii, the music scene's awesome. It's very open and wide range. You have all kinds of different music styles playing together every night, so it keeps it really fresh and it keeps it interesting.
Cool. Would National Product ever go out on tour with a heavy metal band, or are there any heavy metal acts out there that you currently listen to?
National Product would go out and tour with any band. Like, we just love music, period, so we're down to tour with any band, really.